Hello everyone. I think many people know such sweets as Ferrero Rocher. We decided to make one such candy, but of gigantic size. Let's see what's inside her first. So, on the outside, chocolate with nuts, then a crispy layer, chocolate paste and hazelnuts. Everything is clear. First we will buy the products we need. We bought milk chocolate, a lot of sugar, 2 boxes of cocoa powder, butter, as many as 2 boxes of 5 kilograms each. We don't need anything else in this store, so we go to the checkout. The check came out for 5,400 hryvnias. In rubles, this is 14k. We also bought a bag of air rice, 10 kilograms of peanuts and a bag of hazelnuts to order. All this cost another 4,000 hryvnias or 10,000 rubles. It is best to pay for such large purchases using the Ricky Morty Tink card. It's very cool that there are many card designs. You can choose the one you like best. This card has a lot of cool chips. 1% is refunded for any purchases. Increased cashback up to 15% of selected categories or brands. The client chooses them once a month and the 6 proposed banks are also valid for a month. Up to 30% will be refunded for the purchase of a special offer. Income on the balance up to 6% per annum. Free cash withdrawal at any ATM in the world and free money transfers to cards of other banks simply by phone number. By the way, Tinkoff recently entered the list of 13 systemically important banks. These are the largest influential organizations in the financial sector of Russia. If you apply for a card using the link in the description, you will also receive stickers as a gift along with the card. And if you issue a card before the 31st of October, then you will have free card service forever. That's certainly not to be missed. We decided to use such large iron cauldrons as forums. For convenience, we bend the fasteners and remove the handles. After that, we turn the cauldrons over and wrap them with cling film. To make a crispy layer, we will use air rice. It is as crispy as possible. And to glue it together, we will make caramel. To do this, we send half a can of corn syrup into a saucepan. Then we put 6 kilograms of sugar on the stove. Be sure to use a thermometer. The temperature has reached 146 degrees, so we pour in air rice and knead it with caramel. We pour all this mass up onto the mold and try to glue the whole cauldron. But then everything went wrong. Caramel hardens very quickly, falls apart and does not hold its shape at all. And it is difficult to call these cauldrons normal forms. So we thought about it and decided to redo everything. We ordered acrylic hemispheres. We open them. And we get it. In my opinion, they are just perfect. So that nothing sticks to the molds, we spray oil from a can onto the inner walls of the hemisphere. This time we will use marshmallows to glue the air rice. We put 2 packs in a bowl and put them in the microwave. They are thoroughly melted. It turns out the consistency of such an elastic cream. We put air rice in the same bowl and combine it all with a spatula. It turns out such a viscous mass. I think we will succeed with it. We spray oil on the glove so that the marshmallow does not stick. We send this mass to the hemisphere and distribute it according to the shape. Repeat so many times until we cover the inner walls completely. Done. The next stage is the chocolate paste inside, so we take 2 boxes of butter, take it out. And we put 2 briquettes in a saucepan. We put it on the stove so that it melts. Done. We still need a lot of condensed milk, and we have this left after the last videos. Peanuts and cocoa are also needed. We put the blender bowl on the scales and pour 300 grams of peanuts, a couple of tablespoons of cocoa. We open 2 cans of condensed milk. And we send it there too. And the last, 200 grams of oil. Cover with a lid, install the harvester and turn it on. We grind all this into a homogeneous mass. The consistency of this paste, like Nutella, is quite dense. Using a spatula, we shift the paste into a hemisphere. We repeat the same thing from time to time. And then, at the 6th hour of work, condensed milk, butter and almost all nuts were finished, and the forms were even less than half filled. Therefore, I had to buy all these products again. Well, we continue to make pasta. Now until the forms are completely filled out, it took another 8 hours. And finally this stage is completed. The next layer is a whole nut. We also need to make 2 huge halves of hazelnuts, so we will use a lot of this nut. But now the hazelnuts are raw and don't smell at all. To fix this, sprinkle it in 2 baking sheets. And we push it into the oven. Let it warm up for 20 minutes and give its fragrance. And in order to fasten the nuts, we will still cook caramel. The composition is exactly the same. Corn syrup, a pack of sugar, and, well, water. We put it on the stove and be sure to use a thermometer. As soon as it is 145 degrees, we take out the finished nuts and fall asleep in a saucepan. And mix them well with caramel. After that, we shift the bowls in a shape similar to hemispheres. Done. As soon as the caramel has hardened, we remove the bowl and tear off the parchment. It turns out the perfect half of a huge nut, or rather 2. Just press them in the middle of the mold into the chocolate paste. We spread the paste with a spatula so that there is a layer of the same height everywhere. Now all this candy is very soft, and if you get it out of the mold, it will just fall apart. Therefore, we send the hemispheres to the freezer. There they will cool down, and the chocolate filling will become dense. The candy was completely cooled only 2 days later. But before you get it, you need to prepare a lot of things. First, make the packaging. We bought this kind of packaging gold paper. To repeat the design with Mina's hands. Then we straighten it back, unwrap the double-sided tape and glue another such sheet. We have 6 of them in total, so we combine them into one huge one. Done. The second stage for the future outer layer is to detail the nuts. Everything is simple here. I fall asleep in a blender and crush until an average fraction is obtained, and then pour it into another bowl. The third preparatory stage, we take a chocolate bar, open it and break it. We fill the whole bowl with these pieces and melt it in a steam bath. It decreases in volume, so we add more. That's it, there's a bowl of hot chocolate. And the last thing is to make some more chocolate paste in order to glue the halves. It remains only to wrap the table well with cling film. And finally, you can bring chilled blanks for candy. Cut off the sticking out air rice and turn the mold over. One half is there, now the second. Thank God everything went well and nothing cracked. Now we will spread all this with a layer of chocolate. The easiest way is to pour hot chocolate directly from the ladle and smear with a spatula. Now sprinkle the crushed nuts on top until they stick to the whole candy. We put another layer of chocolate on top. And right with a spatula we mix it with nuts, so that it looks like the original. Done. It turned out perfectly. We repeat all the same with the second half. As soon as the chocolate has frozen, we cut the food film and turn the half over to the end. We remove the film. We apply chocolate paste to drain the candy halves. And we put the second one up. Basically, almost everything is ready. In my opinion, this is as similar as possible to the original small version. Let's seal it. Due to the fact that this paper, not foil, turned out not so smooth, and the final touch is a sticker. Finally, after 4 days of hard work, the giant Ferrero Rocher candy weighing 100 kilograms is ready. In my opinion, it turned out very well. I calculated its cost, taking into account all additional purchases, and it turned out to be 26,000 hryvnias. This is 69,000 rubles. Let's cut a piece. And we try. It is very tasty and directly resembles the original taste of candy. By the way, I have a deal for you. If you put 200,000 likes on this video within 3 days, then another super large scale video will be released on the weekend. I know what will happen there. I highly recommend that you do this. And who cares where we put this candy? Cut it into pieces with a machete, then wrapped it with cling film and distributed it in this form to those who helped make it, as well as relatives. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and click on this playlist. There are many more videos with giant food. Bye, everyone.